So powerful. I said that. Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call this reorganization meeting of the Columbia County School Board to order. At this time, I'd like to get a motion to close and adopt the agenda.
So,
Mr. Chair, if I could, just so we're all on the same page, there is a revision, so there is an amended agenda that we're adopting.
Okay.
To add a cancellation of a meeting Christmas week.
I got it.
Mr. Superintendent, I make a motion to close and adopt the agenda on the revised agenda for the reorganizational meeting.
second.
Do I have any discussion? All in favor, please say.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries. I would like public comment of any action at this time. Does anybody have any comments for tonight? Seeing none. I will now accept nominations for vice chairman.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes,
I'd
sir.
like to nominate Mr. Hunter.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? No. Motion carries. Congratulations, Mr. Hunter. Now we'd like to hold a vote for the chair. Accept all nominations for chair at this time.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, sir?
I'd nominate Mrs. Smith to be the chairman.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. After approval of that, the chair now will be Miss Neri Smith. Congratulations. I had to count you that one.
We can. Do you want to switch for this meeting? You're good? Okay.
All right. Thank you for the gavel, Mr. Cooey.
It was nice having power for 30 seconds.
All right, for our next action item, do I hear a motion to establish the establishment of dates, time, and place of regular meetings?
Is that are we going to skip, is that for Tuesdays?
It's D.
D?
The schedule's attached. in your
The
packet.
attached schedule? Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
I so moved, Madam
I'll
Chair.
second it.
It's been moved and properly second that we establish the dates, times, and places that have been attached to our agenda. Do I hear a motion? You
got
just
it,
had
yeah.
a motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it, the motion is carried. We need to schedule 2 meetings for Fort White as follows. February the 11th, 2025 at Fort White Elementary, 6 p.m. October the 14th, 2025, Fort White High School, 6 p.m. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Been moved and properly second that we schedule the meetings for Fort White on the said dates. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Next, we will cancel regular meetings as follows. March 25th, 2025, meeting due to spring break. July 8th, 2025, meeting. November 11th, 2025, meeting due to Veterans Day. November 25th, meeting due to Thanksgiving. And December 23rd, meeting due to Christmas. Do I hear a motion?
Madam Chair, I so move.
Second.
Been moved and properly second that we cancel the regular meetings as said. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Next, we are scheduled a reorganization meeting for 2025-2026 on November 18, 2025 at 5:45 p.m.
So moved.
Second.
Been moved and properly second that we schedule the reorganization meeting as said. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Recommendation, agenda deadline dates and board meeting due for 2025. We have the attached. Do I hear a motion?
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
Been moved and properly second that we accept the deadline dates for board meetings that are attached. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved. To comply with statutes regarding budget adoption, approve modification of budget calendar for 2025 as follows. Any deviation of location or time will need to be made prior to July 22nd meeting to ensure the advertisements are adjusted accordingly. and we will see the attached if there's any questions. July 22nd, 2025, action items to approve budget advertisement. July 29th, 2025, budget hearing at 5:55 PM to adopt tentative millage and budget. The advertisement for this hearing will be accomplished through the advertisement approved at the July 22nd meeting. September 9th, 2025, budget hearing at 5:55 PM to adopt final millage and budget. The advertisement of this hearing will be accomplished through the direct mailing of tax notices. Do I hear a motion?
Madam Chair, I move to adopt as announced by the chair.
Second.
Moved and properly second, as said. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? At this time, we will recess the school board meeting. And we will go into the
Annual meeting of the Columbia School Board Leasing Company.
okay. Oh, I have that. The annual meeting for the Columbia County Leasing Corporation, opening of the annual meeting, new business. Motion to reappoint the member of the School Board of Columbia County as the officer, Board of Directors of the Columbia County School Board Leasing Co-op per corporation bylaws.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion to appoint the 2024-25 Board Chairman as chairman and the School Board Vice Chair as Vice Chair of the Columbia County Leasing Co-op, and that following be elected as officers of the corporation. The School Board Chairman and President, the School Board Vice President as Vice President, and Keith Cooey as Secretary Treasurer for Cooperation bylaws.
I would move, but I would change to the school board chairman as president instead of and president.
Okay.
I'll second it.
All right. We'll hear a
With the
motion
change.
with that correction. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. And any opposes? We do not have any. Motion to approve all past actions of officers and directors of the corporation.
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposes? All right, we will adjourn the leasing cooperation meeting, and we will reopen the meeting, reopen the school board meeting. Do we have any comments from our citizens? School board members? Attorney?
The
The reorganizational meeting.
We will adjourn this school board reorganization meeting. We're about to start the meeting. We want to say good evening to everyone who is here, and for the ones who have come in after the reorg meeting, we just want to let you know you are welcome. We'll start with our statement. Above all else, we are committed to the creation of a safe and understanding environment for all students and staff while providing a world-class education. At this time, we're opening the meeting with the invocation and pledge from our superintendent.
Let's all bow, please. Dear Heavenly Father, thanks for allowing us to be here tonight. Thanks for allowing us to successful reorg. And thanks for allowing us to do the good for our children every day, and our teachers and our faculties and staffs. They're important to all of us, and we need them all to be successful. Bless this board. They make decisions that benefit all of those, including everyone involved. God bless us all, that we have a good night. And in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We welcome and invite you all for public comments on any action items. We only have one action item, and that's the personnel items. If not, we'll move on. I need a motion to close and adopt the agenda
I so move, Madam Chair.
With the addendum. With the,
with the addendum.
Second.
It's been moved and properly seconded that we close and adopt the agenda along with the addendum. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposers? At this time, we need a motion to approve our personnel items.
Madam Chair, I move that we approve the personnel items on the agenda and the addendum.
and I second it.
Been moved and properly seconded that we approve the personnel items that are on the agenda as well as the addendum. Are there any discussions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposers? Now we have our consent agenda. Do I hear a motion for our consent agenda? And do we have, and the items on the addenda?
There are.
Madam-
Madam Chair, I make a motion to approve the consent agenda with the items on the addendum.
And I second it.
It's been moved and properly second that we accept the items that are on the agenda as well as the addendum. Is there any discussion?
Madam Chair, I would like to discuss a little bit the architect, the contract with the architect,
Yes, sir.
the East Side project. Who can answer questions on that? Mr. Gaylord?
Good evening.
So I looked over the information here. My concern was not necessarily with the firm, but with the amount that we're paying the firm. Tell me if I'm right about this now. When on Niblack, we paid them 6.5%,
Yes, sir.
and in this contract, it's 5.5%.
5.
5?
Yes, sir.
5 for reuse.
Yes, sir.
Now, did y'all enter into negotiations on that and actually negotiate, or did they just tell you this is what it's gonna be?
Well, basically, we received a proposal from them following the board approval of the contract initially. And staff met with them a second time, and they made a proposal. They modified it on December the 4th, and I'm sorry, on November the 4th. And what they ended up doing, because our position was that we had already paid for a reuse of that prototype before. So they reduced it $170,000, and additionally, they added some additional services. One being the existing lift station on site has to be modified, and they had excluded that in their basic services. So when we renegotiated, they included that as well, and actually agreed to a shorter timeline on preparing the 100% construction documents.
So going from 6.5 to 5.
The 5.
checked with the industry standards to see on reuse plans? Is that in order of 1.5%? Because I know it used to be more than that.
Yes, sir. It's in order. You can go to the Department of Management Estate website, and you can put the dollar amount in and actually enter the difficulty of the job, and it'll give you a range of fees, and it's within that range.
So do you believe that we got as good a deal as we can get from them?
Well, if I shared some conversation that Mr. Wintergren and I had during the negotiations, he asked me if I was actually negotiating for the school board or for the architectural firm, because some of the questions that we asked, it would give that perception, but no, we did. I told him in no uncertain terms that I thought he had the architect by the throat because of the way we were talking with him. But it was a very good dialogue between them, and we got a good deal with them that they proposed.
Because you got to sell me on it. You got to convince me that I need to pay 5%, or this board needs to pay 5%. That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of work.
But now it's a reuse.
It's a reuse, but Mr. Hudson, and for everyone else's benefit, we bought a prototype plan that they'll reshape for our needs, the specific use at Eastside Elementary, which will vary considerably from what we're doing at Neblack Elementary. Same school prototype, but the programs aren't exactly the same. There's quite a bit of changes that have to be made within each discipline under the architect. The mechanical, electrical, and the plumbing, all those plans have to be modified. So it's not that we bought a set of plans that you can just change the civil portion, adapt it to the site, and then push it out to bid. There's a lot of modifications that have to take place.
So that's a roughly $34 million project, right?
Yes.
That's what's budgeted, right? So how much was budgeted for the architect?
$2.5 million.
2.5 million? I haven't calculated it. What does that come out to be?
1.7 is the
1.7.
bottom, and change
Okay.
is the bottom line. With the additional services that normally we would have paid as an additional service that they conceded to include in the proposal. That of actually redesigning the lift station with off-site effluent that interacts with the city. So it's quite a commitment that they've made.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions?
Just can you remind us, I had a conversation with Mr. Cooey earlier today about this, but it's along the lines of the Niblack site, but with additional classrooms. Can you remind us about those additional classrooms?
Yes, ma'am. It's it'll have a capacity of roughly 712 students is what the capacity is. Where Neblack is at 530. Any other questions?
Anybody else? Thank you, Mr. Gaylord. Okay. Any other discussion? Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it, the motion is carried. Now we move to our comments. Do we have any citizen comments? Ms. Delaney, you know the routine. Please give your first and last name, and we have 3 minutes
Yes, ma'am.
for each comment.
Good evening. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Dr. Janae Delaney. I'm speaking on behalf of myself, Columbia Teachers Association, and the teachers of Columbia County. And it is a red letter day for Columbia County because this evening Keith Cooey was sworn in as superintendent of the Columbia County School District. Anyone who has had any dealings with Mr. Cooey will tell you how much he cares. Being who I am, I know about his love of students who are differently abled and the effort he has put into the programs that support them. But if you talk to other teachers at Fort White High School, they will tell you how he pushed to get the auditorium built. They'll talk to you about the partnership. You will hear how he empowered teachers to grow the industry certification program for CTE, how he supported every sport, and how he brought federal free lunches to every student in Fort White before it was commonplace in Columbia County. If you talk to teachers who worked for him a couple of years ago at Richardson, you'll hear about his support for their music program, their awesome sports program, the Beta Club, and the SAIL program that was implemented while he was there. Everyone will tell you how he listens, how he shows respect and kindness to everyone, regardless of their job or position. Mr. Cooey has a common sense, compassionate approach to dealing with every issue, even the hard ones. Public education has been under attack for years from many directions. We are facing declining enrollment in Columbia County due to a shortage of quality educators. But the teachers in Columbia County and the staff in Columbia County are hopeful because Keith Cooey is the right man to lead us down this difficult path. Mr. Cooey, the teachers of Columbia County are ready and looking forward to working with you collaboratively. We are your tribe.
Any other comments? Please give your name, first and last name, and we have 3 minutes.
Yes, ma'am. Mickey Garrett. I teach here in this side of the county. I'm a sports fan. I want to commend Fort White football team and all those fans and all that school for what they've done so far. And I'm going to be there Friday night, and I'm going to cheer my head off, see them go another step. So thank you for what you've done to get that started and keep it going.
Thank you, sir. Anyone else? If not, we're going to start with our comments from board members. We will start with Ms. Giddens.
Well, that's hard to act to follow, Ms. Delaney. Thank you. Everything you said about Mr. Cooey is absolutely true. And I'm looking forward to working with you, Mr. Cooey, and in the next 4 years. You've been such a wonderful principal at Fort White High School, and I'm so glad that my students, my kids, got to attend Fort White High School under your leadership. And so, thank you. Thank you. They all just love you, And so I see why everybody's so happy, that you've got elected, and I'm looking forward to working with you. Thank you for allowing me, board members, to be your chair the last couple of years. Ms. Smith, I'm so proud to have you now as my chair, and I know you're going to do a great job.
Thank you.
And so, Mr. Peeler, vice chair, I know you're going to do a great job. I'm glad I can just sit back now and not stress about screwing something up over there, so good luck to you. I'm going to sit over here. With that said, Mr. Hudson, we got another 4 years together. We got work to do.
Got work to do.
But I have enjoyed working with you these past terms that I've been here. You've taught me a lot. And I have enjoyed working with you, and I know that I will enjoy working with you again these next 4 years. Mr. Garrett, I will see you Friday night. Go Indians. I'm looking forward to that as well. So thank you all for being here. Like I said at the last meeting, it is nice to look out. Y'all, if you've never been to a meeting before now, usually it's crickets out there. So I'm glad you're all here. I'm glad to see your faces. And I'm glad you're here to see the process and be part of it. Keep coming back. We like to have our teachers here. It's good to see you guys. So glad you're here. Ms. Swisher, thank you so much for putting everything together. I don't think we always thank you for the hard work that you put into everything that you organized. The Teacher of the Year ceremony was gorgeous and wonderful. Tonight was great. I know I didn't do my part in putting everything together. I was kind of a slacker, but you brought me through, and I appreciate you. Thank you for always everything that you do. And so, and to my husband, thank you, too, for being here. You didn't bring the Bible. I had to borrow Mr. Hudson, but whatever. You did not make me look good. Thank you, Mr. Hudson, for bringing me through. But, you know, you were here. You were there. So with that said, we'll move on to Mr. Hudson. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hudson.
So to Mr. Cooey, welcome aboard.
Thank you, sir.
Look forward to working with you. I'm sure that'll be a good experience with your background and what you know, what you bring to the table. I always say, what do you bring to the table? And you bring a lot. And looking forward to that. Mr. Hunter, Mr. Hunter Peeler, I get it right. Congratulations on being vice chairman. And Ms. Smith, congratulations on you being chair.
Thank you.
And you've got experience in that seat, and you know you'll do well.
The hot
I know
seat.
you will, and we'll support you. We'll
Thank
be
you.
right here. We won't make it confusing for you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate that.
And Miss Brady Giddens, 2 years as chair. Very good job. And I've dealt with a lot of people over the years as chairman, board members. She did a good job running this meeting. She ran it, you were organized, and if you were stressing, it didn't show. You know, so,
It's what 5 kids will do to you. It's good practice.
5 kids and 4 board members and a superintendent. And Andy.
That's right.
Andy. But
Thank you, Mr. Hudson.
you were fair and kind to people. People oftentimes, they come up here, they're intimidated by this situation, just being here because they're not familiar with it, but you made them feel comfortable, but you were firm, you ran a good meeting, and you kept decorum, and I appreciate that. You kept me out of trouble. Thank you very much for the
Thank
job you
you.
did. Thank y'all for coming tonight, too.
Thank you, Mr. Hudson. Ms. Logan?
I get to go third, so congratulations, Ms. Giddens, Mr. Hudson, on another term, another successful term. Congratulations, Madam Chair,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Vice Chair, and congratulations, Mr. Superintendent. Look forward to working with you.
Thank you, ma'am.
And that's it.
Thank you. Ms. Hill?
Big thank you to our crowd tonight. It's wonderful to see all of you here tonight for a board meeting. We appreciate it very much. I first started working with Mr. Cooey. I was trying to figure, was it 83 or 82? Can't remember. It's been a while.
Been a long time.
And at NIBLAC, and I always enjoyed working with him at NIBLAC, and I look forward to working with you on the board as well. And congratulations to Ms. Dana and Keith. I have enjoyed working with you, and look forward to the next few years as well. That's it. Thank you.
Mr.
We get
Peeler?
to hear kind of the same thing over and over. First, Mr. Cooey, congratulations. I do look forward to working with you. We've had a lot of conversations over the last, I think, a year. So I do look forward to working with you. Dana, congratulations on you for another term. Thank you for being chairman for as long as you are. This is the first time I've had a different chairman since being on the board, so thank you. Keith, congratulations to you too. No one here will ever catch you. And, you know, and I don't want to be rude, but I've seen what it does to your hair, and I don't think I want to be on this board that long if that's going to happen.
It did that in the very first term.
Yeah, so, yeah. I've already aged some since I got elected, so I don't want to, you know, lose my hair while I'm at it. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I'm old. I know. Neri, congratulations on becoming chair tonight. I look forward to serving with all of you. And teachers, kind of what Dana said too, I enjoy seeing you all here. I see many of you quite often. probably more than what you want to see me as. Many of you have taught family, some of you have taught me, and I apologize for that. But we do enjoy seeing you all here, and we do look forward for you to all come back. And I won't always have red on. I didn't know it was the thing today, so it was just me. But I got plenty of red, white, blue. But we do appreciate you guys being here. I'm going to echo one more thing that Dana did say. Diana, thank you for all that you do. Sometimes you don't get the credit you deserve, and I appreciate everything that you do. And I always look forward, when your name's on it, I look forward to it being above more than what, you have to do. So we do appreciate all of that. Amen.
Mr. Superintendent?
Just real quick, thank you for all the kind words, but really, truth is, I've been up here now for 6 weeks. First of all, I wouldn't be sitting in this chair without the former guy that came here. He's the one that got me to come think about doing what I'm doing today, what happened here tonight. And if you don't know Todd and Hope, they have led me through what I'm supposed to be doing as a superintendent, because without them, I didn't know. I'm used to being a principal, going to things, taking care of children, taking care of my faculty and staff. This is a new role and a new beginning. I want to thank all of you for that, and I hope we have a great year ahead of us. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Superintendent. As we close, I just want to thank you all for being here. You all are very special to us. You are here, and you're here to do a lot. You're on the front row. Dr. Delaney, the words that you said about our superintendent are so true, because I've known him so many years, and we appreciate those kind words, but we have a lot of work to do. So we thank each of you for being here, and thank you for your hard work. You're here because you love children, and we appreciate that. To all of you who have returned, Ms. Giddens, Mr. Hudson, I'm excited. We'll continue to do great things for children. That's our purpose in being here. And I am so honored to sit where I'm sitting tonight. But I know that I can do it because I have your support. So thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Hunter. You and I will work well together. And I didn't hear Mr. Gaylord's name tonight when we were making comments. I want to let him know how much I appreciate him and his hard work. It's a lot of work out there, and I tell you, as I pass by Neblack on a daily basis as I walk, I really appreciate what I see going on. Thank you so much. And I know that it's a team effort, but I just want to let you know. I can't say enough to you, Diana. I've already told you how much I appreciate you, and that is so true. And I know that what I'm saying is redundant, so I'm going to end it tonight by saying it takes all of us to raise these children. Thank you so much. This meeting is adjourned.